Hi everybody, it's been a little while since we did a video, certainly for this channel anyway, and you joined 4/5 of us in the car heading out. We're planning on doing some gardening work. We've already got, or Liz has already got some seeds sown which are sprouted, but they've got to a stage now where we need to look at planting them out. So we're going to have a look to see how best to do that without avoiding a car crash.
Well, no, hopefully we will avoid the car crash.
Yeah. So first destination of all places is actually going to be Asda, because last year, was it last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, last year we got some really cheap square rectangular plastic pots. Now we don't like the idea of single-use plastics, but we'll probably come on to that a bit more later on. But we're getting them because we found that they're durable, they're cheap, and they're an ideal size for what we want. So that's where we go. Yeah, we haven't got time, have we?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you want to grab a little trolley? Oh, sorry. Well, time might be. Yeah, that's what I reckon.
Take the other one, just have something.
That one?
Yeah. Have we got legs?
Did have one.
Do you I don't
The trolley's in the thing. On the hill.
Second road.
run over here. So that's the brown ones.
Yeah. Might have a look inside. Exactly the same one. Hang on, you actually filming out?
No.
Right, the whole idea is that you film us doing the gardening stuff and getting gardening stuff, yeah? And not filming the floor and whatnot, okay?
You're filming the floor.
Recording that.
Yes.
Yeah. Where?
I don't know why I have to do this. I don't want to do it either.
You're good at it, Hayden.
I really don't.
Yeah. Find it around there more.
I don't know where I'm going.
Like, just stop. Just stop here till your dad gets the. That's what I'm doing. Exactly what's it. See what's on your app, right?
That one next to it was out the road there, but the wind kept blowing it down, so
Trying to say see if there's any peppers. I don't see any peppers. Oh, rainbow carrots, yeah, they're really good. There might be more further up here. Right, we're going London. Which one is it? Remind me to look up the butterfly thing. Yeah? Because we know where that is, don't we? Yeah. Yeah, we do. It's on the bookshelf in the dining room.
No, I mean like where the
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for.
Go in! What was that for?
Stop it. Is there anything else?
Eggs. That's what I want. Eggs.
I'm not convinced about growing herbs. Okay. Yeah. One
I don't know where I'm going because I'm watching this.
in the car next to us.
Yeah, no. So, as you can see, at the moment we've got a passenger on the bonnet of the car, which I'm hoping will drive off just as we go to leave.
Yeah, there we go.
So we've done Asda. We've got the rectangular pots that we were looking for. How much were they? $3.50 for two.
Yeah.
So we got 6. Should be plenty for just now. I say, as much as we don't like using single-use plastics, these most certainly won't be single-use.
No, and we've got lots of other containers and things that we're going to reuse. We've got like old roses, sweetie tins and things like that, haven't they? That we're going to use as well. So we are going to be using.
We're actually going to try and have a good rummage around the house and see what pots we've got around the garden that we can reuse again this year. Because this is probably the first year in 2 years that we've grown stuff.
At least we didn't grow anything last year apart from just like herbs.
Yeah. So we're going to make a concerted effort to try and grow as much as we can in the space we've got available just now, without turning the garden over. But to be able to do that, we need compost. So we're now heading to
Trains Nursery.
If they've got website or links or whatever, I'll put them in the description below.
I don't think they've got a website, but they do have a Facebook page, so you can link that.
Put that in. It's what I would call a proper raw nursery. It's not a garden centre.
No, it's a wee family-run place.
Yeah, and it's, when I was there last time, I was speaking to one of the owners. She's the daughter of one of the founders. It was him and his brother that set it up. And he's only recently retired at some 85 or something. So it's been there a good while. It's not bells and whistles, it's not spotlessly clean, they haven't got a cafe or anything like that. They do it because they want to grow plants for people. I believe they supply councils and things like that as well.
Oh, I don't know, maybe.
But they do...
Sorry, go on.
No, they do... Well, we found good compost.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. The compost is really good.
It's good value as well.
Yeah.
Well, we think it is.
Because quite a few places, so let's say quite a few of the bigger places we found, is that the compost isn't just compost, it's all sorts of rubbish mixed in, like bits of old carpet and
Where am I
all
going?
sorts of stuff.
Back.
Yeah, straight across, I think.
Yeah, sorry. There's lots of rubbish in the compost. I found all sorts of stuff in compost. We used to buy a lot of B&Q's home stuff, didn't we?
Yeah, I don't know if we can say that.
Yeah, we can. We say we used to buy it.
Yeah, okay.
And it was all right, but there was a lot of rubbish in it. No, bits
See,
of.
that's the bit I don't think you're allowed to say.
Oh no, it's an honest opinion. I don't care what B&Q think. That's what we found. We found bits of rubber in it. We found lumps of log.
And bits of old carpet.
Yeah, I mean, there shouldn't be carpet in compost.
It's just to pack it out so they can sell it for more.
So value isn't necessarily better.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, when they brand it as value compost, it isn't necessarily the best stuff.
No, well, you get what you pay for, is essentially it. That's pretty low, isn't it?
Well, I hope so, because it's landing.
Yeah, but
We're looking at C17.
very, very low.
That actually looks a lot lower than what it actually is, because Prestwick is just behind you.
Yeah, it's
Prestwick's
over there somewhere. Behind the hedge.
Yeah, the C17 flies around here a lot.
Yeah, I just don't think I've seen it as low as that before, that's all.
Yeah, it's there. Look, that's it going in.
Yeah, I don't know if I can see it. Yeah, just about. So the airport
That's it
is
going around. Look.
somewhere over there.
Yeah, that's pulling up.
That's throttling away now.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. Anyway, back to compost.
Yeah, so we're going to the nursery to go and buy some.
Take this one from us.
A boy. Getting to be the height of nonsense. If I step back, you can see. Oh, he is getting, for comparison, yeah, like you said, height of nonsense. Duty, and we are loading up 12 bags of compost. This is the compost we were talking about, and you can see here the price. So it's kind of not the cheapest stuff, but it is definitely much better quality. So we're bringing it. One day I may get back and actually look at a pretty frozen things. Not today. This stuff is actually, I don't know if you can see from here, it's called compost. So it's the nursery's own brand. The yellow bags that you can see there, the nursery's own brand. So this stuff you might actually be able to get somewhere else. It is really good compost. Just because we were talking about it earlier in the video, I thought it's kind of worth saying that's what it is. Standing here freezing, I should have put my jacket on.
Oh, that's the last one.
Is that us? Yeah, 12. Yeah, I reckon we could fit more in there. There we go. That's what 12 bales of compost looks like. Not without him sliding forwards and hitting somebody. There we are. Yeah, I mean you could get a couple more in the back there, I reckon.
That's plenty for just now.
Yes, definitely.
So I said earlier that we've got some seedlings already done that Liz has planted a little while ago. I think about a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. They were done inside the house where it's nice and warm and light by the back window. But we've moved them out here now. There's an unheated porch between our front door and the outside, just to try and acclimatise them a bit to outside. It's cooler out here, so it's not heated. And they're going to hopefully be planted out sooner or later once they've got used to being out in the cooler weather. So we've got to get this right now, dwarf beans, purple dwarf beans, sweet peas in there, peas, runner beans and climbing French beans, and they're all doing pretty well so far. So lunch has been done, got the bacon rolls. Now the hard work starts, or the interesting work. We've got a load of pots that we've sorted out. We were talking earlier about using single-use plastics. We don't like it, but we're trying to utilise what we've got. See, we've got a fair few pots and things that we've accumulated. We've got to figure out what's going to be used, what's not going to be used. Porcelain or terracotta pots, although they're good if they're not going to be moved. If they crack, they're broken, that's it, they're done. Whereas plastic can be moved a bit easier. So we're going to figure out what we're going to use and see what we get planted up into them. I think, yeah, when we're in Asda, we've got some more herbs. We've got some mint, thyme, and oregano. All of these pots, we're going to dig out and use these. We don't know how much soil we're going to get out of these, but we're going to do our best. Chive, not going to move, just going to leave it as it is, because that's growing really well. We've got another chive over there, which is the oldest plant. We might well refresh that with some soil. We've got a couple of strawberry plants in there, but again they're not doing great because they need refreshed. Yeah, quite a few pots that we can utilise. Not quite sure what that is, but I'm sure Liz will be able to tell us. And as I speak, Ewan's trying to salvage a couple of pots. Yeah. So the plan is to use this compost that we've got. This is a working area just now. Trying to keep the rest of the garden tidy and whatnot. We've got 12 packs of compost, 12 bales, whatever you want to call them, bags. These two boxes, again, as it says in the recycling, they're the old recycling boxes from this house that don't get used anymore. So we're just going to get some compost into them and hopefully grow some onions in them. That's my first job. So, there you have it. That's one day.
Yeah.
One day in the garden.
Lots more to do.
You're kind of knackered, aren't you?
Oh, it's not that I'm knackered. My back's killing me from bending over to do the compost.
Hopefully you can see that in the time lapse that we've shot. It's not even my phone that I'm filming it on, so I don't know how it's going to turn out. But we've got quite a lot achieved, haven't we?
Yeah, I think so. If nothing else, we've got a better idea of what we want to achieve.
Yeah. But we've got stuff going. Well, let's show you around, and you'll see what we've got and hopefully going to get growing.
So over here, we have millions of potatoes and some onions.
Okay.
That's your grand tour.
What Liz hasn't said is that we've got Maris
Oh, I don't know
Pipers.
what they are.
Maris Pipers and Desiree. Desiree?
Desiree, yeah.
Desiree. 10 of each.
Onions.
Onions. Now, this is what we were on about earlier with the recycling we're using, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
These are the old recycling boxes, ironically, but they're not used anymore in this area. So we've used them. They might only last this season because they're all kind of breaking out anyway. But we've also had these storage boxes, literally sat doing absolutely nothing. So we've drilled some holes in them, put some compost in them, and put onions in.
Do a couple of years.
And then you've got Ewan's onions.
Ewan's onions in there.
Gonna go into macaroni. Hopefully not.
What did
You actually want them in the macaroni?
No, I just said they're gonna go into macaroni, but hopefully not.
All right.
And so we've got the rhubarb over here.
And that's a
Not very exciting.
that's a fresh one this year.
And really, this is probably the best pot to have it in, but it'll be until we decide where it's going.
So the plan here is
Lots of climbing beans and peas and stuff to go up the that.
Gazebo.
so we've got these ones here, those ones there. Last year's parsley.
Just coming back, it's fine.
Yeah, it was just this year's coming back hopefully. We've got what's that?
A herb.
It's a herb.
I don't know which one it is.
Oregano.
Marjoram.
It says oregano.
It also says marjoram.
It's one of those.
Mint. Possibly rosemary that may or may not live.
Well, that's from last year. We don't know if it's going to come back or not. And then we've got more
Climbing beans and peas.
beans and peas. There's some more over there.
Yeah. There's some different colours. There's some sweet peas in there as well, so we get something that looks a bit pretty as well.
Yeah.
Um,
What was this? This isn't eating, is it?
no, that's bleeding heart is what that's called.
Popping flowers.
No, it's not. It's not fuchsia.
Oh, well, they
It's
do
a
pop.
bleeding heart.
They do pop. Discovered that last year.
And then we've got
Some sort of type. Type or something.
thyme. We've got another pot that needs emptied, and that was last year's as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's chives. They're doing absolutely fine. Chives and sunflowers. And this is a little apple tree that Mum gave us that she managed to, I think she found the seeds growing inside an apple or something and decided to plant them up and see what happened. So,
Okay.
apple tree.
And then we've got the chives from last year. We've got a snowcat. Chives from last year, which again that's doing alright, actually going to flower by the looks of it. Strawberries from the old house don't appear to be doing great because there's more probably buttercup in there than anything else.
They're still growing. They are still growing.
And then we've got the mess over here that we've been working in. So we're gonna have a bit of a tidy up now, and I think put the kettle on.
Yeah.
And then maybe next time we come to you, we'll have something that's actually grown, maybe even something to eat.
Yeah, maybe.
But till next time, we'll see you later.